post-match. We were 2-0 up cruising against Madrid, and somehow we have managed to lose by 5-2. Yes, 5-2. What? 2-2 at half-time, led in 3. Schoolboy defending by Liverpool. Absolutely schoolboy defending for all 5 goals. Okay, there was 1 or 2 really good finishes. Vinicius' first goal was beautiful to get them back into it. Mistake by Alisson as well, 2-2. We had chances in the first half to go 3-2, even go 3-1 at one stage. A beautiful goal from Darwin on 4 minutes. Then a mistake from Courtois. 2-0, Salah. You're going, here we go. We're ready to rock. I think that's the winners right there. I think that's the winners there, Madrid. There was no way we're turning this around. There's absolutely no way we're turning this around at the Bernabeu. No chance we're turning a 3-goal deficit around at the Bernabeu. Not with that defending. I was worried about the defending. I did tell you that before the show. We gave Newcastle 3 really good chances. And Newcastle are not Madrid. We gave Madrid about 6 or 7 chances, but they scored 5. That's the difference. That is the class. Absolute class from Madrid. I think they're the winners there. Embarrassing, says Seamus Moore. Sad, says Astradets. Irmervac, yes, absolutely disgraced. What happened just there? Nobody knows. Surprise, my dog's going mad. Abigail, Vicky's at the door. It's absolutely crazy. The dog's going mad. I'm going mad. 5-2. That's Madrid. I think they're going to win it. I'm just, even from that, Liverpool rarely let in 5 goals at Anfield. So rare. So rare to let in 5 goals at Anfield. It really, really is. So rare to let in 5 goals. To be 2-0 up and lose 5-2. What can I say? The midfield was poor, especially second half. Fabinho, Henderson, no legs. Young Pjaticic was over it all, to be fair. Can't really blame him. He's only 18. Gomez in defence. Sorry, guys. Just did not do it, did he? Just didn't do it. Even Van Dijk didn't help him much. But the defending was so poor tonight that no excuses. Madrid deserved to win that, especially on the second half showing. I thought we would have done much more in the second half, but we just didn't show up. As soon as it went 3-2 early in the second half, that Militao header, unmarked. From 2-0 down to go 3-2, their tails were up and they never looked back after that. But we are in deep shit now. We're gone. We're no way we're coming back. And there's a miracle on Elm Street or 41st Street or whatever you want to call it. It ain't going to happen. They don't lose at the Bernabeu that easy. And they certainly don't give up 3 goals. We looked really poor second half. And I don't know what to say. It was that poor. Do not know what to say. Unbelievable. Some of Klopp's substitutions weren't great either. He should have did it at half-time. Naby should have been on. We needed energy in that midfield. We just didn't have energy in the midfield. Fabinho and Henderson, okay, they did it even against Newcastle, to be fair. In the second half, they were a bit slow. But every time they get turned, they've no pace. They can't. If you go past Henderson or Fabinho, they're not catching you. It's as simple as that. And a young Bjaticic, 18-year-old, against Madrid, Modric, it was never going to work, was it? It looked good for about 20 minutes, 20 minutes. When Vinicius Jr., what a finish that was, but he was let turn. Gomez should have got tighter to him. Was a great finish. Then, 36 minutes, Alisson, all he had to do was anything other than what he did. Okay, Courtois, you could blame for the goal as well. I don't know what he was doing, so 2 goalkeeping mistakes. But after that, the midfield was non-existent second half, which just put pressure upon pressure on the back 4. And then the front 3 just went so quiet in the last, 45 minutes. Did nothing really in the second half. Total contrast from the first half. First half, they were brilliant, looked dangerous. Every time we went forward. Could have had 3 or 4 goals first half. We only had 2. But it's been haunting us all summer, all season. We just cannot defend. And I did say at the start of the show, I was worried about the defending. And I really was worried. And it looks like it came back to haunt us. Don't know what Klopp's going to say after the game, but second half, so poor. Embarrassing. Why bring on Milner before Elliott? Look, it doesn't matter. I don't think bringing anybody on at that stage would have made any difference, to be fair. Maybe a half-time Naby. Some legs in the midfield for Hendo or Fab, because both of them were out on their feet. Just no energy. That's a big blow for the season. I don't mind getting beaten, 2-1, 3-0, 3-2, 1-0, but at home 5-2. Being 2-0 up to lose 5-2. I mean, I can't remember the last time Liverpool lost 5-2 in the Champions League game at home. Can you? Okay, we lost. We got hammered by Napoli. But that was away from home. At home. What? And 2-0 up. Imagine them with Jude too. Well, yeah, in midfield there's no creativity. It's always let me just turn around and put the pressure on Alisson. Well, it just didn't do it. Just did not do it tonight. The midfield, especially second half. First half was decent enough. We did okay, but you could see it just before half time. When they got that second goal from the mistake from Alisson, their tails were up. I mean, at 2-0, they must have been worried. Their fans were worried. Liverpool looked dangerous. Looked like we were even going to go 3-0 up. But to actually say Madrid have won 5-2. I mean, what? If you walked away from that game at 2-0 and say went away at 20 minutes or 19 minutes with it for a shower or whatever and turned on the telly, you are not saying 5-2 Madrid. You might say 5-2 Liverpool. You're not saying 5-2 Madrid. I mean, that was absolutely too chaotic, too open. The midfield was non-existent second half. Absolutely non-existent second half. Fabinho and Henderson just didn't cut it. We've seen it in league games. They haven't done it. I mean, this is Madrid. They haven't been playing well, but they always turn it on in the Champions League. We should know. We should know. I think they've beaten us 6 times in a row now, something like that. So we should know that Madrid can turn it on. But I mean, it's absolutely, it's poor tonight. It's really, really poor. It was a mental game. The frost zone. Hit the like, hit the share, guys. Come on, hit the like for Cody Gakpo. What a finish from Darwin, though. What a finish in 4 minutes. The ball in, and what a finish. But, you know, Salah then, mistake from Courtois. We looked really, really dangerous. Even at 2-1, we looked dangerous. He had 1 or 2 chances to make it 3-1. Couldn't get the ball over the line. They had chances too. But when it went 2-2, that mistake from Alisson, the heads just dropped, didn't it? Really did. Went in a half-time going, hold on, we're 2-0 up. It's 2-2 here. And then the early goal, second half of Militao, unmarked, 6 yards out. I mean, this is just schoolboy stuff. Schoolboy defending all season. Gomez, Van Dijk's no better either. Really is. I think we're going to have to go for a centre half in the summer. I really do. I know that Croatian, I can't even pronounce his name, but we're going to need something. I mean, we're going to need a centre half. We're going to need 2 midfielders at least. We look okay up front with Diaz as well to come in, but that was poor, guys. That was poor. 2018, 2021, 2022, now 2023. That's what I'm saying. Madrid have the hoodoo over us. But that was bad tonight. It's usually been closer than that. A goal or 2 in it, the 3 at Anfield. I mean, they could hammer us at the Bernabeu. They could hammer us. If we don't turn up at the Bernabeu, they could absolutely hammer us. I hate the people blaming Alisson when he does one thing wrong. Literally this season, it was a big mistake. I mean, you're 2-1 up. It was a bit nonchalant. It was a bit too easy. We've seen him do it before. A bit over positive, a bit over confident with the ball, and all you have to do is in doubt, get it out. If in doubt, get it out. Got caught, could have went anywhere, went in the net. It's 2-2. That was the clincher for me. And then the goal just into the second half and 47 from Militao. They never looked back after Liverpool's heads dropped at 3-2. They really never really looked like scoring or worked the goalkeeper. So really, really poor second half. The first half was really good, exciting. It could have been 4-4 at half time, of course, but the second half, so disappointing. I mean, so disappointing. I expected more in the second half. Basically, Madrid controlled it. And the goals at key times killed it for Liverpool. Mistakes, the heads dropped. Never really got into it second half. Never got into the groove. It's a big blow. That's a big blow. As I say, losing games, you can lose games. But not like that in the Champions League. Not against Madrid. You know, we've a tough one away now on Saturday. Palace away Saturday. Won't be an easy game. Especially the way the defence is playing. Yeah, I get that, but shouldn't always be on the back with the ball. Yes, we should have gone to the left, but that was 1 goal out of 5. Yeah, but the big goal, I think, was the equaliser, wasn't it, really? You know, it was from 2-0 down to go 2-2. Goals change games, guys. Goals change games. Feel like getting pisses, Barry, on a Tuesday night. Maybe it was a Friday or Saturday, but certainly not on a Tuesday. Work in the morning, my friend. We done absolutely nothing in the second half. Nothing, says Eamon Kelly. We did absolutely nothing in the second half. That's basically why we lost the second half 3-0, didn't we? 5-2. I cannot even look. To be fair, I can't even look at the highlights. There's more highlights in Harvey Elliott's hair, to be fair. I won't be watching the highlights of that because there is no highlights. After 15 minutes, you get 2 goals. Klopp looks resigned to defeat here. And that's even worse. I mean, he absolutely looks resigned to It's over. I mean, you ain't going to the Bernabeu and winning 4-0 or 3-0 to go extra time penalties. I mean, look, anything can happen in football, of course, but you know, if it was to say to go to Anfield to win 3-0 was possible and you lose 5-2 at the Bernabeu, but to go to the Bernabeu, gee, not with that defending, but that back four. Every time the second half that Real Madrid went forward, they looked at where they're going to score. We did for about 15, 20 minutes. 2-0 up and react like that is criminal. We said yesterday on Doug's channel that we can give chances, and we did everything we could to give them chances. Says Mick Moran for the Copy Podcast. Mick, as I said, my only worry about tonight was chances given away. Big chances given away. And when you add in a deflection from Gomez, you add in a mistake from Alisson, there's two schoolboy chances, or a bit unlucky you might say. If you add in schoolboy defending for the Militao goal, for the Benzema goal. Vinicius Jr. was a lovely goal, but still, could Gomez have got tighter? He turned him. He's the danger man. I mean, should be a red alert going off and he's in the box. Didn't work, didn't happen. But not only that, it was the showing of the whole team. I think second half was the big disappointment for me. We just didn't show up second half. I'm on 47 minutes. The game is basically over when Militao went 3-2 up. When it went 3-2, went 6 yards out. No marking him. Corner kick. You got a free kick. What is going on there? What is wrong with the defending? Van Dijk's gone backwards. Van Dijk has gone backwards. Gomez, don't talk to me about Gomez. Trent and Robertson weren't good tonight either. It's not over. We have turned big games around. Mark, I don't know. If it was Anfield in the next game, obviously we did it against Barca. But we're not at that level. We're not at the level that we were that season when we played Barca, are we? Plus, it's in the Bernabeu. It's not Anfield. We got beaten 5-2 at Anfield. Could have been more. Could have been more. But let's be honest, FSG just don't want to spend. Now we need it to... Look, we are 2-0 up, guys. Cruising. 2-0 up. I mean, basic defending. I'm not talking about world-class defending. I'm talking about 6-yard area box marking. I'm talking about getting out on players quicker. I'm talking about not putting your hands down your side and doing this turn and all this type of thing. Some basic stuff. You know, mistakes, and keepers clearing, not clearing. Basic stuff. It wasn't as if they were ran through lovely 1-2s. For the deflection off Gomez, it was a nice move. No one was close enough, you could say. But most of the goals were just schoolboy defending. It feels like a 5-2 game. It didn't feel like a 5-2. It felt like a bleeding 10-2, to be fair. But Matip has better defenders as MW10. Matip gave some weird substitutions as well, you have to say. But it's all about the defence. And the midfield didn't help second half. I mean, Fabinho and Henderson just dropped totally off a cliff at half time. Their heads dropped. Once you go past Henderson and Fabinho, the sad fact is they ain't catching you. They ain't catching you. They're moonwalking, baby. They're going backwards. And young Stefan Bjaticic, look, you know, you're up against Madrid, Real Madrid. I think he was overawed. I just don't think he did enough. Basically, one or two nice touches. Got caught in midfield. Physically, he'll need to put a bit more weight on him. He will in time. He's only 18, but the midfield lost it tonight. And then the defence just basically gave it to them on a play. No, it didn't, Dave. We weren't that bad. 2 stingy goals we gave them. They weren't better than us. I'm sorry. I know the scoreline suggested. MC, they were better than us. They deserved to win the game. They deserved to win that game tonight. And they did, 5-2. And they're probably going through, to be fair. Let's be real. Imagine we see a 4-0, but not happening. It's in the Bernabeu. Well, anything's possible in life, but some money you get on that one. Dave, big up. Imagine Mbappe in that Real Madrid team, says Craig. I don't want to imagine it. I don't want to imagine it. I'm just more worried about the weekend against Palace. Jesus Christ, with that defending. Anybody will beat us. United will come to Anfield in 2 weeks. Can someone please tell me that is the last game for Gomez? Please, says Jose Allen. It won't be. It won't be. Stefan out of his depth tonight. Not as false as Eamon. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't blame an 18-year-old, can you? He was out of his depth, though, to be fair. I think he was a bit overawed. But wow. But man, oh man, Gomez is utter garbage, says... Look, the problem with problem is with Gomez is he has one good game. He actually had 2 good games. He had a good game against Newcastle, although the second half he wasn't great, and against Everton. But Everton are absolute dog shit. But when it comes up against really good forwards, when it comes up against really good sides, I think it shows on Gomez, unfortunately. If Canate was playing, he wouldn't have pocketed Vinicius. Vinicius is brilliant again. I did say he's the man to watch. He scores 2. Could have had a hat-trick. One of the most embarrassing performances I've ever seen at Anfield. Gomez should be ran out of the club. A lot of anti-Gomez in here tonight. Gomez is not Champions League level, Simon. Probably not. Real had like 4 shots on target and scored 5. Yeah, something like, I think he'd 7 or he'd about 8 or 9 shots. It's like 5 or 6 on target and scored 5. Yeah. One was a mistake from Alisson and the other one was a deflection. But that's it. But it wasn't that. It was the midfield. It was the nice pass and intricate pass, especially second half from Madrid. We just couldn't put fucking 2 passes together second half. We just couldn't do it. Real had like 4, yeah. I've been watching Liverpool for more than 5 years and still I don't see why the favour for Milner always there. He's going to change, not going to change a game. He's not going to come on and score a hat-trick. Says Supreme Nick 17. No, well look, I can't give it about Milner either, can we? I mean, this is probably his last season, you would think. But I think we might need a centre-half. That guy, Gaval, or whatever, Gavadal, I think isn't he a Croatian centre-half? I think we do. I mean, Matip's getting older now. Van Dijk's not being what he has been. Kanate's decent, but he's always injured. And Gomez, or people are giving out worldwide about Gomez, and he was poor tonight. So I think we might need it. Might need a centre-half, guys, in the summer. We can't deny it, that it was the right result. Or was the right result. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Madrid were brilliant, especially second half. Turned it on. They've all the experience in the world. That's why they have 14 Champions Leagues or European Cups, isn't it, guys? That's why. That's why. But it sickens me, to be fair, because we let ourselves down tonight. We embarrassed ourselves tonight. We really did. I mean, 2-0 up. You're in dreamland. You're going, oh, wow, we could kill the tie tonight. And to lose 5-2 at Anfield. It's not good enough, guys. Not good enough. It's crazy to see Liverpool like this compared to last season when they were so close to winning the quadruple. It's history now, my friend. It's over. MW10 game, and you were 100% right. And if it was going to be 6-2, it was Robertson never had that magical tackle. Look, 5-2 is bad enough, for fuck's sake. 5-2, 6-2. Even if we would have got it back to 5-3, it would have been something, you know. But 5-2, I mean, it's just... Yeah, that was some tackle, all right, from Robertson. But we had a wee chance, especially in the first half, to go 3-1 up twice, and we didn't. Gravadal, is that his name? Or Varadol, maybe you don't pronounce the G. Yeah, he's decent. I think Liverpool are looking at him. I think we're going to need him, because, as I say, 2 of our centre-halves are getting too old now. One is always injured. I think we might need a centre-half in there. It's fort or bust now, says Seamus Moore. Yeah, basically. Listen, we'll put out a team at Bernabeu in 2 weeks, but that's a miracle. That would make the 4-0 at Anfield look like a real miracle, to be fair. We'll need them, says Supreme Nick 17. Yep. Look, Madrid will probably go on to win number 15. They're good enough to. I mean, they were missing 1 or 2 players tonight, Toni Kroos and Tchouaméni and stuff like that. And there you go. They always turn it on the second half of the season, and there you go, my friends. Conceding 5 goals is a disgrace, says Eamon. It is a disgrace. Hit the like, guys. Hit that button. I know you don't like tonight, but hit the like anyway. 21 people in, 14 likes. Let's go. For fair play to Madrid, you have to say it, guys. Joe Gomez, 4, possibly left Alisson a little short with the back pass for the second goal and could have got closer to Vinicius. I'm going to give you ratings. I don't want to give ratings because the ratings are going to be low tonight. They really are. They're going to be low. This summer it makes or break for FSG and potentially Klopp. Dave, what are we saying? Yeah, well, we know that. We know that's a big summer. We've always pinpointed it's going to be a big summer for FSG, for the club, for Klopp, for everybody. When we were 2-0 up, we should have controlled the game. We just can't. We can't control games, Araza. That's the problem with Liverpool all season. We cannot control games. We've been up in games and let games slip. And we're playing one of the best teams in Europe, one of the best teams in the world, Real Madrid, champions of Europe at the moment, and probably winning again. You just can't switch off for 1 second. You cannot switch off. I'm going to give you player ratings. I'm only going to give starting 11 ratings because I'm not worried about the subs that came on before. They absolutely did nothing. But obviously, Alisson was a mistake. I mean, he's very good with his feet. He could have cleared it anyway, sideways. He could have done anything other than what he did. So unfortunately, couldn't really be blamed for any of the other goals. 1 was a deflection, 3 other really good goals. I'm going to give Alisson a 6. I just think we just didn't control. I mean, when that goal going, it just wasn't good enough. A 6 were Robertson. He tried, he huffed, he puffed. That tackle was brilliant. Trent, a 6 as well. Gomez a 5, guys. I'm going to give Gomez a 5. I think he was absolutely atrocious. I'm not blaming him totally for all the goals, but he could have got tighter on a few of them. He didn't. A 5 for Gomez, a 6 for Van Dijk. Van Dijk has not been at his best, has he? I know he's back from an injury and stuff, but hasn't got back to his commanding best. So that's a big worry for the rest of the season. The midfield, first half were okay, second half were atrocious. A 5 for Henderson, a 5 for Fabinho, a 6 for young Stefan Bjaticic, because he really did huff and puff and try it. I can't blame the young lad. He's only 18. And that midfield, so, up front, okay, after about 15, 16 minutes. Salah 6, Darwin 6. What a finish from Darwin. Good follow-up from Salah with his goal. I think he's the top European scorer for Liverpool now. And Gakpo huffed and puffed. First half was decent, doing a lot of breaks, but died really bad second half. So a 6 for Gakpo. No, I'm not going to give any of the subs any bleeding, You can all get a 5, but realistically, poor, embarrassing second half, guys. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I said it all weekend. Liverpool's defending worried me going into this game. We've gave big chances away to teams of lesser ability than Real Madrid. But when you give Real Madrid 2, 3, 4 chances, they're going to score 70, 75% of the chances, and they did tonight. They got a bit of luck with 2 of the goals, a deflection and a mistake from Alisson, but the other 3, bang, bang, bang. And that's reality. That is the reality where we are. Can we salvage something from this? Highly unlikely. Not impossible. Nothing's impossible. But to get 3 goals, lucky away goals don't count. But to get 3 goals, just to get extra time at the Bernabeu, it is going to be tough. All eyes on Palace the weekend. We need 3 points there. We need to bounce back quickly. We need to get 3 league wins in a row. And that will not be easy. Because most teams know now our defending is so poor. I think Matip will come in beside Van Dijk for that game. There's no doubt about it. Maybe Naby will come in midfield. We need to do something. Maybe even start Jota. Just something different. Mix it up. Diaz isn't far away. But we have got to get that 3 points on Saturday. We really, really do. Bro, let's be real. We're going to lose in Spain. Well, yeah, look, that's pain in Spain. It could become some more pain in Spain. We shall see. It's a while away, but I'm more worried about the Palace game. And I'm worried about Premier League clubs like United, decent attacks, looking at that defence and going, we have a chance of going out against that defence. That's my worry. And we've some big games to play. I mean, we've Chelsea, we've City, we've United, we've Spurs. Big games. Never mind Bernabeu, Real Madrid away. We've big games to get points in. And the way we're defending and the way that midfield played second half, to be fair, played as bad in the second half against Newcastle. Just thought we were 2-0 up and Newcastle are not Madrid. We got away with that one at Madrid. At Newcastle. They had chances. One of those chances goes in even with 10 minutes. And it's a different game. You know what I mean? But unfortunately tonight, the chances went in. Blessings in disguise. Champions League is a distraction. We should concentrate on making top four. Look, the Champions League is where we're trying to get into. If we don't get into it through the Champions League, which doesn't look likely now, the only other way is getting top 4, which is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy the way we're defending. So we mightn't get it. Europa League then next year. You mightn't get it next year. You know what I mean? How are Madrid second in their league? They've lost 3 games. I think they're 7 or 8 points behind Barca. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they'll turn it on. It's a different animal. They're a different animal, the Champions League, as we know. I mean, they've won 15 times. 15 times. Sorry, 14 times. 14 times. They probably will win it 15 times, so that's the problem this year. Maybe that was a Freudian slip there. Maybe they will be 15. I can't see Liverpool doing anything. I don't want to be defeatist, but to lose 5-2 at home and to go to the Bernabeu with defending like that in the next 2 weeks to turn it around, play more compact, play totally different with the same people. Cannot see it. And I'd say Klopp is not happy with that second half display. Really, really not happy. I mean, up to 20 minutes, just before Vinicius Jr. got that goal, we were in control, as you say. But it's no use being in control for 20 minutes when you're playing. You've another 70 plus minutes to go against Real Madrid. Just not good enough. Dark day at Anfield. Should never concede 5, says Jungle. Only if you had the power. Gomez literally a fault for all 5 goals. Gets a 4 from Jose. I gave him a 5, but I wouldn't say a fault for all the goals. I mean, he turned his back and should be out on the player. Now, I know it hits his leg, but should be out on the player. Just turning your back. And Van Dijk does it as well. I just don't get it. It's schoolboy defend. I mean, Militao, that is criminal. I mean, that is criminal. Militao, 6 yards out. Header. I mean, What's that all about? Where's the 5 Liverpool players around him? He scores to make it 3-2 early in the second half. Talk about a shot in the arm for Madrid for them going. They were 2-0 down only earlier on. Now they're 3-2 up at Anfield. They're going, wow, here we go. Dave, if Klopp did get sacked or he walks the manager, what would you? No, it's not going to happen, Craig. Who would you? It's not going to happen. He's already said it. So look, it's Madrid. We probably weren't favourites to get past Madrid anyway. Just I thought it'd be a lot tighter than what it was. I thought we would have probably won tonight, maybe by the odd goal, draw at worst. But to lose 5-3, 5-2 is just. It's unacceptable. Focus on the league. We might get Champions League next season and meet Real again. I hope the whole team have learned a valuable lesson. We've been beaten too many times from them. We didn't learn our lessons. We've been beaten too many times by them. Too many times. That's the problem. We haven't learned our lesson, especially defensively. I mean, I just don't know. It's chalk and cheese from last year. It's chalk and cheese, and the cheese is getting mouldy at this stage. It's really getting mouldy. It's just not good enough. Even schoolboys would be embarrassed with some of the defending there, to be fair. It's giving schoolboys a bad name. But we just didn't do it. Did we second half? I mean, what happened at the second? What was said at half time? I mean, the midfield 5-10 minutes before half time were just, you could see it slowing down. You could see them moonwalking. You could see them going backwards and the energy just being sapped out of them from 2-0 up to 2-2. I think at half time a substitution should have been made, especially when you 5 sub. Bring in someone at half time, just mix that midfield up. That was the mistake because you're already 3-2 down on 47. Game's basically over. Most embarrassing performance in Champions League and Anfield ever. The Europe was watching. No need for second leg. Oh well, bring on the rebuild, says Jungle. Some rebuild. It's going to be like the Great Wall of China here. This is going to be some rebuild. I mean, we were talking about needing Jude Bellingham and someone else. I think we need about 5 players. I mean, we're going to need another centre-half. I think a proper centre-half. We're going to need a Jude Bellingham and someone else in beside him at least. Maybe a Mason Mount or a Casado or something like that. Maybe even more. I don't know. Let's see where we are in May or the end of May. Let's see if we can somehow dig out top 4. Finish in the top 4. But, wow. They did start with a high line. We fed into it. Yeah. Mark, look. To lose 5-2 is bad. Really bad in Europe. Against Madrid, probably one of the best teams ever to kick a ball, I suppose. But to be 2-0 up and lose 5-2, it's even worse. Gomez 4 for what? Conceding 4 goals. I'd give him 1. He's only giving him a 1. Jose Allen is giving Gomez a 1. You get 1 for getting onto the pitch. Supreme Nick is in. Hit the share, guys. Let's get that like up to 20. I strongly fear Van Dijk will never return to what he was. Maybe not. A lot of people were fearing he'd never kick a ball again. I mean, that was such a bad injury. Jude ain't going to sort that midfield. We need a whole new midfield with legs, says Barry. No, I'm not. Look, Jude on his own is not going to sort the midfield out. I mean, you just throw Jude into that midfield. It'll make it better. Absolutely make it better. But we need more than that. We need more than Jude in midfield. We need another, maybe. We probably need 3 midfielders. And a centre-half. There's no doubt about it. Maybe right full cover for Trent as well. Shows our level right now at the top table, says Eamon. Yeah, embarrassing. Bit sad, to be fair. I mean, I was full of beans. When Salah when it went 2-0, even when it went 1-0 after 4 minutes, I know it's early, but the early goal can help. The crowd were up for it. And then the mistake from Courtois, 2-0. You're going, here we go. Let's go. To collapse like that, wow. It's on Liverpool, it's really, really on Liverpool, and I don't know what to say, to be fair. I was only meant to be coming on for a 10-15 minute instant reaction, but I'm keep waffling on here. I won't stay on too long, so hit the like, hit the share. Momentum is crazy in football, so Jungle. I mean, Madrid will probably go on and win it now. I'm not throwing in towels, but it's going to be tough at the Bernabeu. It's going to be tough to get 4 to win, 3 to draw. It is. I'm being a realist here, you know what I mean? Especially with the defendant. The defendant hasn't. It isn't. My problem is that defendant tonight has been there for most of the games in the season. That's the problem I have. It's endemic. It's like a virus running through the team. The midfield's too slow and the defending is just schoolboy. Schoolboy under 12s level. I mean, not marking people. Basic stuff. You're not marking players in the box. Militao, free header. not clearing balls the right way, not putting pressure on the man on the ball, giving him loads of time. Just wow. I don't like the criticism. He's not prime VVD, but there's not much he can do when he has no support from the others. And the other BC and no midfield. Prime VVD played with players on form. He's not now. No, Van Dijk's definitely not on form now, is he? Why couldn't we have got Porto in the last 16? Says Barry. Maybe in an alternate universe, possibly. But wow, that was that hurt. That hurt. That 5-2 hurt. It has to say. There's no doubt about it. That hurt. And where do we go from here? All we can do is pick ourselves up and hope we can beat Palace at the weekend and just try to get this out of our heads. We got to get this out of our heads quick. Saturday night, we've got to beat Palace, because if we don't get a result against Palace, we could just drop. This could be a big one. But if we can beat Palace, we can say, right, write this off. Just let's go for it in the league. Just let's go for it. We got to do something. It's a learning lesson, but we've had too many of them. We've had too many of these curver lessons that we keep saying lessons and haven't learned from them. That's the problem. And the defending is just shit. The absolute schoolboy shitness of that defending. And it's basic stuff, guys. It's absolutely basic stuff. It's not even hard stuff. It's basic. Maybe Klopp should have watched the Paris final more than once. It was a shambles. But at least the Paris final, we were decent. We were very good. I mean, Madrid probably had 2 chances in that game. They scored 1. We'd probably 3 or 4. We scored none. So we probably should have at least drawn that game. Certainly not lost it. But tonight, different kettle of fish. Too many false dawns, says Jungle. Don't see if FSG won't give up control. So hard to bring in investors, says Mark. Well, apparently there are investors coming in, but who are they? When is it? I don't know. We'll go through, says DHTV. We'll go through. You never know. But I doubt it at this stage, just the way we're playing. I haven't seen anything there tonight. Yeah, forward line looked good for about 20, 25 minutes. But after that, just dropped off. Hi, Dave. I'm just saying that Real Madrid is a world-class team. We have to let that revenge thing go, says Antoine Eugenie. Yes, we do. The revenge thing surely gone tonight. I mean, they've had a hoodoo over us basically since 2018 when they beat us 3-1. We haven't fucking done that. I mean, 1-0 at Anfield. We should have beat them that night during COVID. But other than that, we've been absolutely shit against them. Absolutely shit against them. But I'm going to head out now. I really enjoy your channel. I hope you have seen me on some of other comments of your shorts. But I hear a lot, very knowledgeable. I know what you... Thank you very much, my friend. Supreme Nick17. Hit the like, hit the share. Give us a sub. Show us your love. There's plenty more content coming. Of course, we've Palace at the weekend. There will be loads more, but let's see what happens. Good night to you guys. You'll never walk alone, but we got to do better, guys. We got to do better. Real are a great team, but we are gifted them goals tonight, and they went chasing it. Yeah, we did give them goals. That's the problem. Too many presents given out tonight. They took last night's fireworks shenanigans out on us, as Bryce DeVille. Yeah, apparently the fans or Liverpool fans were letting fireworks out at the display. Maybe it was at the Liverpool hotel instead of the Madrid one. Maybe they got the hotels wrong because it didn't work. You too, bro. Supreme Nick, fair play, bro. As I say, absolutely brilliant stuff. I'm not going to stay much longer because I'm tired and I'm not happy after that performance tonight. I mean, 2-0 up to lose 5-2. Basically, probably a 10% chance of going through to the quarterfinals. Yes, it's possible. Anything can happen. Realistically, as I say, it's probably 1 in 10 chance. It's probably a 1 in 10 chance. Similar to the Anfield 4-0 against Barca, but that was Anfield. This is the Bernabeu, so... Madrid just played us with us after the third goal. Yeah, the third goal was huge. Militao, as I said, poor marking. 3-2. 2-0 down. 2-0 up to 3-2 up. I mean, you're going to be bang. You know. Another thing, Real Madrid did add quality players after they won the league and Champions League. Well, that's what they keep doing every year. That's why they're up there. That's probably why they'll win number 15. Bad result, but we go again. Do we even want it this season, says Mark? I want to get Champions League. Yes, absolutely. I want to get Champions League. Absolutely. Good lad, Supreme Nick. You'll never walk alone, guys. Fair play just for popping in. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's go. I'm not going to stay on much longer because, as I say, that was exhausting, especially in the second half. It really, really was. Poor, exhausting, 5 out of 10 performance to be 2-0 up in dreamland. into nightmare land on the final whistle. It's just chalk and cheese. It's black and white. It's surrealism and whatever you want to call it. Right and left. It's just unbelievable. Revenge for what? They beat us every time, says Eamon Kelly. Yeah, exactly. Well, I thought in the final last year we were the better team and they beat us. I think that's where you're talking about the revenge. We had the chances, we'd more the ball and everything. We did everything right except score, man. They hit the post at 0-0. That goes in, it's a different game. My dog isn't happy either, but look, we've got to wipe it out now. We've got to beat Palace on Saturday. That's all energies have got to do. The players will not be happy in the dressing room tonight. I'm sure they won't. Klopp won't be happy. Staff won't be happy. Got to get it out of us quick. Got to get it out of the training ground tomorrow. Got to go again. The only positives to come out of that was a lovely finish from Darwin. Salah back in the score sheet. Gakpo was good for about 20, 25 minutes. But after that, Jesus Christ, lads. Jesus Christ, we just went backwards. I'm just going to enjoy paying my money towards the Reg. I've got no expectations until we buy some new players, says Jungle. Steven Gerrard makes brutal Liverpool claim after Real Madrid domination. Should have given Gerrard a run, says Mark. He probably would have got a game tonight. Second leg, 0-4. You mark my words. I mean it. Manuel is in the house. How are you, my friend? 4-0 to Liverpool. Wow, that is a big, big, big show. Put money on it now. Probably get 100 to 1. Antoine says that Real Madrid team in Barcelona will trash the Premier League because they always have world-class players and they always win Champions League almost every year, especially Madrid. Well, Barca play United on Thursday in Europa League, isn't it? At Old Trafford. I think it was 2-2 at Barca. United did well in that game to come back. So you never know. And in Barca are winning that league. I think it's a reality check. Got off to the perfect start. Exactly what you need in European night. Start fast, get yourself in front, build on it, and then collapse, basically. Go 2-0 up and then collapse second half. Just so embarrassing. Poor, absolutely poor tonight from the Reds, and not good enough. Not good enough. Gerrard says, look, I think any team, any club would concede 5 goals. There's got to be an inquest into how and why. I haven't seen what Gerrard said. I haven't seen what Klopp said because I went straight on with an instant match reaction. And I knew I had to vent something after being 2-0 up to lose 5-2 at Anfield. One of our worst performances, you would say. Certainly second half performances in Europe. It has to be up there. Has to be up there, guys. It's the reality check. Yes. It's where we are. Yes. Is it a surprise? I have to say yes, because we were 2-0 up. We looked good. I was worried. I say Madrid were worried. I say the fans were worried. And then to lose 5-2. Not good at all. Scouse African is in the house. How are you, my friend? Hit that like button, guys. Let's get it up to 25 likes before we go. There wasn't much to like tonight, though. There just wasn't much to like, especially second half. I guess Real Madrid is the only team that doesn't fear Anfield. Well, they looked rattled after 15 minutes, didn't they? They looked rattled after 15 minutes. And it was a great goal from Vinicius Jr. and he was the man to watch. He was the one that should have been watched. 2-1, mistake from Alisson, bit of luck from them. It could have went anywhere, went into the nets. 2-2, 2-0 down is 2-2. Their tails are up. We had chances, couldn't take them. 2-2 half time. 2 minutes in, second half, 3-2. It's over. It's basically over 3-2 because their tails are up. Up. I'm sure Jurgen will do that in the coming days. I think everyone will be a little bit raw on the back of that defeat. Liverpool don't concede 5 goals at Anfield. And if they do, it's very rare. It is very rare. But it's happened tonight. It's one of those nights. 4-0. Can you see that in the next leg? Scouse African. No, but who knows? But they never had any composure tonight. No composure. Even at 3-2, you still have a chance. 4-2, 5-2. I mean, Madrid had chances to make it 6-2, guys. Gerrard says there's going to be a little bit of soul searching, a little bit of looking in the mirror. Sure, there's always is when you can see as many goals that weren't good enough. Yeah, look, soul search all you want. We've given away chances. We've given away big chances where Alisson has been pulling off saves left, right and centre. And my fear before the game tonight, I said it yesterday on the Dugout Football channel. You can check it out on my own channel yesterday. I was worried about the chances we'd give up to Madrid. Clear-cut chances, one-on-one chances. And if you throw in a mistake and a deflection and give up 4 or 5 chances against a world-class team like Real Madrid, you're going to get punished. Simple, easy defending, nada, and that's what happened tonight, basically. And your head just drops. You just can't get the ball back. Hit the like, everyone. The frost zone is in the house. Hit that like, baby. We weren't right in defence and we didn't play. No. We weren't right everywhere. I mean, the heads dropped. I think at half time even they dropped. That's why I think I would have made him. I would have brought on Naby, even Curtis Jones. Would have brought someone on with a bit of energy at half time for either Henderson, Fabinho, even young Stefan Bajcetic, because you could see their heads dropping just before the half time and they were losing it. The midfield was losing the battle. They were decent enough for about a half an hour, but when it went 2-2, you could see their heads dropping. And I mean, anytime you get past Fabinho or Henderson, they're not catching you. They've no pace, they've no legs. Gerard then continued saying, sometimes football got to hold your hands up and say the best team won. Liverpool were outclassed, Liverpool were dominated and they were better. They were better than you'd have to say. Look, of course they were better. They won 5-2, But we did help them. We helped them win 5-2 with some of the stupid goals that we gave away. And if you throw in mistakes, you throw in schoolboy defending, that's it. You know what I mean? The Frost Zone, give him some love, give him your sub. His link is in the description there. But as I say, guys, really, really poor, really embarrassing second half. It has to be said. It was an embarrassing second half. We just did not turn up in the second half. And when Militao made it 3-2 with a schoolboy defending, I mean, that was it. That was the final twist. And it was just a matter of how many and just a matter of the whistle blowing for Liverpool there. Best team lost is Manuel. Don't know, Manuel, what game you were watching, my friend. But maybe in the final in Paris, but not tonight. Not tonight. Larius Karius is playing in the final. Your thoughts is, I think he's playing for Newcastle apparently, isn't he? Against United. I hope he has a bleeding world-class game and Newcastle beat United. I hope he has a man-of-the-match performance, pulling saves off everywhere. Of course. And get some redemption back, which won't be much redemption because he basically cost us the 2018 final against who? Yes, Madrid. He gave him 2 goals. So, look, I hope, I feel sad for that young lad, Karius. I mean, his career is basically ruined after that. I hope he's a good game. I hope he wins the League Cup for Newcastle against United. I mean, simple. Don't want United to win it. I'd love Newcastle to win it. Even though they're owned by the Saudis and stuff like that. But where do we go from here, guys? We've got to get ready and rock and roll. We've got to be ready to roll, and we have got to beat Palace Saturday night. It's a 7:45 kickoff Saturday. We've got Wolves then at Anfield on the Wednesday, and we've got United at Anfield. Or is it Anfield or is it Bournemouth? Who have we got? And then United. I think it's United after that. 2 weeks United. But big games coming up left, right and centre. Karius could have played tonight for Madrid, says Manuel. Yeah. Pity he didn't play for Madrid in the 2018 final. You know what I mean? 2-0 up and I thought we'd win 4-0. Pope is missing. Is a massive loss. Biblical loss, Pope. Biblical. That's all I'll say on that one. Still a long way to go, says Mark. Yeah, we've got to get our time. Look, we've had so many turning the corners and saying we've turned the corner, we're this, we're that, we're the other. And we have turned the corner and hit a brick wall. I mean, we were very good against a poor Everton side. We were good in the first half against Newcastle. Not great second half. They were down to 10 men. They had chances, too many chances for my liking. We got away with one. And all of a sudden, good for 20 minutes here. And the last 70, poor. Hit a wall. What will we be like against Palace? Who knows? I don't know. Will he play the same 3 again? I don't think so. Will he play Matip instead of Gomez at the weekend? Probably. Will he bring Naby in the weekend in midfield? Probably. Will he play Jota? Maybe. Maybe those 3 changes will come in. I don't know. But just so disappointing. So disappointing. If we would have got anything positive out of tonight, even a 2-2 or a 3-3 or anything, Instead, a 5-2 loss. 2-0 up to lose 5-2. It doesn't happen very often, does it? I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. Turning a corner roundabout more like, says Eamon. Yep, keeps going around and around and around. Off topic, nurses' strikes paused as they enter intensive talks with the government. Jose Allen's like breaking news on Sky News here. Matip all day, the rest were grand. We were great first half. Wasn't a 5-2 game for me. So Spider LFC. Give Spider LFC some of your love. Mark will drop in your link to Spider LFC's channel. I don't know, Spider. I think first half was decent. Could have went either way first half. Could have been 3-2 to any team at half time. It could have been easily 3-2 to Liverpool. It wasn't. It was 2-2. But schoolboy defending. 47 minutes. 2 minutes into the second half. Keep it tight first 5-10. What do we do? Schoolboy defending. Militao makes it 3-2. And there's no way back. I mean, you're 2-0 up. You're 3-2 down. 47-48 the clock. Then it was basically, we didn't really do enough after that, did we? Did we have any great chances second half? We had one or two. But they had a few. They had other ones as well. I've got one thing to say to Liverpool. Don't stop swinging until the bells start ringing. There's another leg, says Jungle. There is another leg. We're not throwing in any towels. But the towels are soaking wet and they're getting heavier as we speak. There's Spider's channel there, guys. Show him some love. Could have scored 6 first half. Poor positioning from Gomez for the Militao goal. Need I say more? Need I say more? Schoolboy defending. But as you say, you throw in a deflection. You throw in, you'd have to say, an Alisson mistake. Vinicius Jr. was a beautiful goal. Benzema, decent enough. But the Militao one was schoolboy. So, you know, 3 really, really schoolboy defending goals that should not have happened. The other 2, you'd say, probably could have happened, should have happened. He didn't have the angle covered. Exactly, didn't have the angle covered. Just doesn't come out in the players. Doesn't close the player down. Didn't the player have the shot? And there is a chance it can go in off you. Vinicius was brilliant tonight, of course, and he was the one to watch and score 2 goals. Benzema, 35, scores 2 goals. Wow, you know what I mean? So Benzema and Vinicius turned up tonight. Gomez getting hammered in Liverpool Echo. 97 comments slamming Gomez. Well, I mean, it isn't the first time for poor Gomez, is it? He's been slammed a few times this season. He really has. As I say, he's 1 or 2 really good games and then goes back. He could probably have a great game against Palace the weekend. I mean, he's that type of player, isn't he? Whether he starts or not, I don't know. Probably Matip will play instead. His confidence is probably shot now. Probably have Matip and Van Dijk to play against Palace at the weekend. But who knows? That is a game we've got to win. We've got to win. Bjasetic, guilty for not laying off the ball in midfield and trying a Thiago turn. It ends up with it being in the goal. Vinicius Jr., one of the best players in the world. Oh, you won't be getting him. What a player he is. Yeah, you will not be getting Vinicius Jr. But Spider, yeah, what a player. And he was the danger before the game. He turned out to be the danger during the game. You can slam him, but Klopp picks him. So get behind him, says Mark. Yeah. We've Matip there. Matip's made a few mistakes as well. Maybe they'll take him out of foreign line, though. I mean, if it's really bad slamming, I'm not giving him that bad of a slamming, to be fair. But apparently the Echo were giving him, or the comments in the Echo, I'm sure Twitter is awash with slamming tonight. Haven't been on it yet. Gomez shocking, Robertson poor again, midfield totally outclassed, all with a howler, but Courtois also. The lack of physicality in the side, also aside from Darwin, is simply not good enough, says Jose. Gomez is done now. We were worried every time he was in the team sheet, says Eamon. But as I say, every now and again he turns on a display and we go, Gomez is back. He's back. And then, as we say, he hits a brick wall in the next game. So, yeah, I mean, that's a big one tonight. That is a big one tonight. Matip being poor for 3 weeks, gifted Gomez a start. Thankful Konate is back for the United game. We will need Konate. I mean, Konate has the pace. He has that covering pace, a big block of a man. I would rather him in there with Van Dijk. Would they have got the 5 goals tonight? Probably not if Konate was there, but it is what it is. He wasn't there. Matip nearly cost us at Everton. Fans want to bet on how many times Gomez turns his back. Big up, Ravi's in the house. Hey, Ravi, hit that like button. Let's go. Let's get up to 30 likes before we call it a night. And there was not many likes from that game tonight, losing 5-2 at Anfield. 5-2. To be fair, if all the chances went in, it probably could have been 7-5 to Madrid or something ridiculous like that, because there was a lot of chances, especially in the first half. I mean, Liverpool could have easily been ahead at half-time, but weren't. And when Militao scored early in the second half, it was game over. Ravi, how are you, mate? Says Mark. Absolute legends, guys, for popping in. I'm not a happy camper. We'll give it probably another 5 or 10 minutes. We'll give it the hour. But Liverpool, where do we go from here? We've got to get this out of our heads quick. It's not going to get out of my head quick. I'm going to be reminded tomorrow from all the United, City, Arsenal, well, not many City fans, but Arsenal fans in work, of course. I didn't want Gomez starting the game as Matip VVD is more secure, says Ravi. Well, it's a done deal. I had no real problem with Gomez playing tonight. He's been decent in the last 2 games, him and Van Dijk. Matip's been the shaky one. But Gomez was taken off. You could see it in his face. And Matip came on. I have a feeling it'd be Matip Van Dijk at the weekend for Palace. We had no chances in the second half. Shocking. It was a complete drop-off. It was a drop-off the cliff performance in the second half. The midfield collapsed. The defence was just all over the shop. And even the front three just couldn't get it going. Could not get it going. Gomez does good things. Then straight after, he lauds it in and gets caught in La Lance Spider. Oh, God. Oh, God. Any positives to take out tonight? What a finish from Darwin, though, wasn't it? On 4 minutes, ball in. What a finish. Wow. The Champions League against Madrid, you remember that goal? Good follow-up, good press from Salah for the tap-in. Mistake from Courtois, of course, but not much brighter after that, was there, guys? Gomez should have always come off the bench. Gomez is like that iPhone, an iPhone from Wish. Jeez, poor Gomez is getting it tonight. Fabinho was great, says Spider. Great at doing the moonwalk. He can do some moonwalk, I can tell you that much. There were big signs in the game against Newcastle, which outplayed us for 70 minutes, despite playing 10 men. That's what I just said to you. In the second half against Newcastle, we were 2-0 up against 10 men. We couldn't control it. They had too many chances. Far too many chances. And Newcastle are not Real Madrid. And that was my worry. And it looks like it came to fruition tonight. And Madrid take their chances. Lucky once or twice, but still, we'll take their chances. And we'll make chances and take chances. We don't pick the team Klopp does, so he must see a lot in training. Well, obviously he sees it in training. Him and Peter Krewitz and fucking Pep Linders and all the boys see it in training, but I say training will be interesting tomorrow, baby. Fab is so slow, says Ravi. Yeah, absolutely. Akshay K. Klopp is one-dimensional tactically. Should have parked the buses. Wouldn't have parked the bus after, what, 15 minutes? 15 minutes, you're 2-0 up. He's not going to park the bus then. Tactically, no. Liverpool don't play like that. 4-3-3. Could he went 4-5-1? 4-5-1, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe a half-time 4-5-1. We haven't been able to see off 10 men since Klopp came in, as our formation hates playing packed midfields. Jose Allen says we just need to get this season over and try rebuilding the summer. But the worrying issue is will we have enough money to spend, as it looks as though we need quite a few players. You better believe it. I think we need about 5 players. We need a centre-half. I think we need a centre-half. That Croatian centre-half, maybe. We need Jude Bellingham, but we also need probably another 2 midfielders as well, and probably a right-back. Because, I mean, Calvin Ramsey, he's out for the rest of the season. He hasn't quite done it. Hasn't been fit. We need someone for Trent, don't we? Similar to we have Tsimikas for Robbo on the other side. We need something similar for Trent on that side. Slow doesn't always mean anything. We could have put Gerrard on that, couldn't have run, but score, but crosses is so. Speed is not everything. Speed is recovery, though. Once you get past him, Fabinho or Hendo, they're not catching it. They can't catch you to get the ball off you. So once you get past them, you've already broke through. And you're running down on the back 4. That's the problem. There's no recovery pace. Fab has passed his best there. Yeah, look, we've been saying that for a while, haven't we? We're all hoping and dreaming Fabinho would put in the performance. We're all hoping and dreaming Henderson would put in the performance. But it hasn't quite happened tonight. Madrid showed class, and I applaud that with football, says Eamon. Absolutely. Oh, we can't say that. Look, other than Madrid, they probably win number 15 now. Probably will. I wouldn't put it past them. Okay, we still have to go to the Bernabeu. We have to score at least 3 to stay in the tie. Wow. Fans now in their cars, all Dave's LFC chats. Fans now in their cars, all Dave's LFC chats. Thumbs up, guys. Jose, thank you very much, my bro. Fab shouldn't have had to chase players. Great first half, but lost second half. Need 2 midfielders, 2 centre-backs, and 1 experienced player in either centre-back or midfield. Says Spider. We need a rebuild. We need a rebuild. We need a lot of money in this rebuild. We need a draw. Watching Dave's LFC chats on the car. Hopefully they are. Hopefully. Well, there's only 13 people watching. But where is Ben Doak? Klopp has lost him somewhere. He was playing in an under-18s game at the weekend, so he's only back from injury, so he could be in the squad or on the bench for the Palace game. Look, guys, the Palace game, we got to make changes. I think maybe Naby comes in, probably Curtis Jones in midfield comes in. I think Matip comes in for Gomez, and maybe even Jota. Jota or Bobby might get a start up front. Should we give Kelleher a chance? I can see Kelleher going this summer. I really can. He needs to start playing first-team football to get into the Ireland team as well. He'll have to be playing first-team football. He's good enough to play Premier League football in the first team. Liverpool will get a few quid for him, but you're losing a great second keeper, aren't you? So big decisions to be made in the summer with Kelleher. But I have a feeling he might go. Should we have given him a chance? No, look, you want Alisson against Madrid, don't you? I mean, Alisson's been brilliant for us. We wouldn't even be with any shout for the top 4 if it wasn't for Alisson. I mean, even the Newcastle game, and we would have definitely drawn that, probably lost that. I mean, Amaran goes through when it's 0-0. That goes in, it's a different game. That goes in, it's a different game. They go 1-0 up at Newcastle, it is a different game. And only for Alisson, it would have went up. I thought we had a better side first half, just didn't come out second half, allowed Madrid to take control, and we never got it back. Yeah. But it's a game of 2 halves, guys. It's a game of 90 plus minutes. It's not a game of 45 or 20 minutes. Keller is great and surprised he hasn't gone yet. He will go in the summer, I think. Jota has to start off a Gakpo next game against Palace, of course. He probably will. Maybe Bobby will come in. Keller could go to Spurs with his quality. Alisson is the reason why we have a chance for top 4 Spider. Absolutely. Alisson is the reason why. I think we give it the hour. What if you another 3 or 4 minutes? So hit that like button. Let's get it up to 30 likes. Hit the like, hit the share. There wasn't much to like tonight. There wasn't much highlights tonight. But we go again. What can I say? We go again. 2-0 up, cruising. Wouldn't say cruising. Well, cruising for a bruising. 5-2. That was the bruising at the end. Embarrassing. Not good enough. Especially second half, guys. Especially second half. Just didn't show up second half. Schoolboy defending. No energy. Disappointing. And there was no cutting edge either. We really didn't have many chances second half, did we? 1 or 2 half chances. That was it. The whole 45. Could have had 4 goals in the first half. Easily. Could have easily had 4 against Madrid. You've got to feel sorry for Joe. Thought he started well, but it just isn't happening for him. Perhaps time to go to Bournemouth. There's no shame in that, says Jose. I don't know. I think Klopp likes Gomez. He's only young. But how many chances do you need? How many chances are you going to get? That zonal marking error, what an embarrassing situation, says Akse. That Militao goal, I mean, that just basically, that was it. That was it for me. That was it for me, that goal. To make it 3-2 early in the first half. The first thing you're saying is keep it tight. Do not let in the next goal. Next goal is the game. I mean, it's at 2-2. Next goal. Liverpool score, go 3-2, might be, different result. They go 3-2 if they've been 2-0 down. Just energy's up, everything's up, the fans are up. And they didn't look back, did they? They didn't look back after 47, and there was only ever going to be one winner. And it is a mountain. It isn't a mountain, it's Mount Everest for Liverpool now. 5-2 down. We've 3. We have to win 3-0 or 4-1 to get a draw. Away goals don't count, so it doesn't matter that way. Can we get 3 goals at the Bernabeu without them replying? Don't know. If we were on top form, we could have, torn them to pieces. Look, if our midfield was more solidified, if our defence was more compact and less schoolboyish, I mean, the front 3 were causing problems. There's no doubt about it. They were absolutely chaotic, causing problems every single time they went forward in the first half. But when the midfield lost its energy, the defence was under pressure, and the forward line was not getting any supply. So the engine in midfield just stalled. And that was the problem. And we've been saying it all season. The engine in midfield. If your engine isn't working, you ain't starting the car. You know what I mean? You're stuttering. Your car is stuttering. Your clutch, your gears or whatever, nothing's happening. And that's basically what happened to us in the second half, guys. And I fear we could be out and we are going to struggle for top 4 because we just cannot defend. Even against Palace the weekend. If you defend against Palace the weekend, Zaha, Oh, you, all these guys, they're going to score against you as well. They're going to score because anybody will score against you if you defend like that. Anybody. You're basically giving them a chance. Here, have a shot. If you score, great. If Alisson saves it, we get away with it. You know that type of thing? Professionally, it is not good. And Klopp must be tearing his hair out. Tearing his hair out. If we draw with them away from home, they go through and away goals. What? There's no away goals anyway. Away goals don't count, buddy. Away goals don't count. It's been gone over the season now. Away goals are gone. But it doesn't matter. It's look, I'm more worried, to be fair. I am more worried about the Palace game on Saturday. Low battery, Dave, in the second half. No battery in the second half. The battery just went boo like that. You know the battery in the Eveready ads, was it the bunny running and just slowed down like a robot, and basically no battery, and everything just went boo down. And we've got to get it up for Palace. We got to get it up and ready to roll, guys. We got to be ready to rock. We need to bounce back and bounce back quickly. Games are coming thick and fast. I mean, it's Palace Saturday. It's Wolves, I think, Wednesday at Anfield. Got to keep go, Gakpo. We got to move. It's not a mistake. It's Klopp's mistake to keep playing Joe, knowing that he's not up there at the competitive level anymore. Says Jose, I'm afraid to look at Twitter, to be fair. I really am. I think Twitter is going to be an absolute cesspit tonight. It's going to be FSG out. It's going to be Klopp out. It's going to be Gomez out. It's going to be everyone out. All the lunatics are going to be out tonight. No, but if we score 3 and it's 5-5, they go through for scoring more at ours. No extra point for the away goal. No, think so. I think 5-5 is extra time penalties. I think if it's level on aggregate, if we won 3-0 there, it goes 5-5. I think it's extra time penalties. That's what it goes down to. I don't think it's anything else, buddy. I think it goes straight to extra time penalties if it's 5-5. If we win 3-0 and it's 5-5. Bjasetic tried very hard today. He's going to learn a lot from today, says Axie. Yeah, sometimes you learn a lot from big defeats. I mean, he is going to be a Spanish international, isn't he? He's a Spanish under-21. He's probably going to get a senior cap pretty soon, you would think. For him to play against Real Madrid, he was out of his depth, especially second half. The poor lad was out of his depth, but so was Henderson, so was Fabinho, you know what I mean? And they're elder statesmen. Seasoned international pros, so can't blame young Stefan. He will get better and better and better. But we just didn't do it second half, did we, guys? Just didn't do it. It was embarrassing, really, second half. Embarrassing display second half. And we just got to bounce back. We've got to get behind the team. We've got to bounce back against Palace and get the 3 points. There is no other answer to this. No Duracells in midfield no more. We have to wait for Jude and more, says Eamon. Definitely more. We got to do more, win more, defend more, create more. We got to just do more. This means more. That was used to be a Liverpool saying, of course. I hope it means more, but we just got it. Look, I'd be happy enough if we can just put all our eggs in one basket and go for top 4 in the league and win as many games in the league. Definitely beat the Manx and stuff like that at Anfield. That would be a bonus, of course. People make mistakes, as Mark. You do, but you're meant to learn from your mistakes. And if you keep making the same mistake, you're not learning. When the goalkeeper made that mistake, I thought finally our luck changed. I was wrong. Yeah, but when he was rattled. I mean, Courtois does not make mistakes. Pity didn't make that same basic mistake last year in Paris because he was man of the match. Pulling off saves left, right and centre. No, he was making no mistakes in Paris, but he made a big mistake at Anfield. Could have cost them, didn't cost them. And looks like they could go through 5-2. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm almost falling asleep here. An embarrassing result from the Reds, but we've got to get behind the team. We've got to go again, and we've got to beat Palace on Saturday. That has been the instant match reaction. It's finished at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5. Still a second leg to come. Big game against Palace at the weekend. Hit the like, hit the share. Talk soon. Stay safe. We'll do something for the Palace game maybe Thursday or Friday night with Keith and Ivan. I am not a happy camper after that. Wow. You'll never walk alone, guys. Cheers. Talk soon.